the violent nature thereof.
Thank you very much indeed, Arabila, and good afternoon to our SABC News Channel viewers. Well, we were actually at another story, Arabila, just about 2-3 kilometers from here, where a school in this area were receiving PPEs, as obviously we know that the schools have reopened. And on the way back to Johannesburg, on the way back to the office to come and put together that story, we ran across, and we sent the pictures to the office. I'm sure we have them already. On my right hand side or behind me, as you can see with the police, it's a mop-up operation. There were about 50 to 80 people. They've blocked this road, barricade, they pulled down stop signs, they put tires on the streets. As you can see, they're still smoldering there. And we asked them, we stepped out of the vehicle. In fact, we were fearing at first, but we went to them. My colleague Tabuma Dilula behind camera went to them and said, look, can we have a chat with you? What is going on? And they told us, look, they've cut off our electricity. Johannesburg COJ as well as City Power came through and cut off electricity. And the JMPD were here to us aid in that, and then all hell broke loose, and as far as them throwing stones at moving vehicles. In fact, for a moment we thought our vehicle too would be stoned, but we were lucky that it was not. But as you can see, these are the officers who are keeping the peace, so to speak. As you can see, the tires are still smoldering on the side of the road. And as far as the residents of this area are concerned, they are saying, look, if COJ would come here and switch off our electricity, then they could come here and switch on electricity. We have not had electricity, some they say, for the past 3-4 years. So why not, instead of being able to cut off power, come through and give us power? So it's been a situation of saying, look, COVID-19 is here. We don't have water for the past 5-6 years either. So what is the point of saying that we must fight coronavirus and you don't give us water and you do not have electricity? So as I said, it's a cleanup operation here on these streets in Ennerdale right now. And hopefully, well, as the police said, it's sporadic. It's been running battles through the streets. Every 5 minutes, the cops clean up the streets, they move away. The protesters return to the very scene and block the streets, Arabile, and burn tires. So it seems it's a ding-dong battle. It's a battle of nerves, as it were, on who will have the last say about this one.
Looking at some of those visuals now, Thabiso, it certainly does look absolutely harrowing. Safety concerns as well for a lot of people as well out in that area. So please do keep safe. Are we aware of whether authorities have continued to keep the scenario and the situation under some sort of calm, some sort of, regulatory authority as well? Have we heard from authorities coming through to the area to speak to the residents as well, to get to grips with their concerns at this point in time?
Yeah, well, Arabile, this is still a live scene, as it were. So, as I said, this is still running battles, and as far as the protesters and the police are concerned, when I asked Tabo just to mind, there's a truck behind him. So, and as far as having to speak to officials or anyone in authority, of course, these officers cannot speak because they don't have, and as far as the authority to speak on behalf of the municipality. So hopefully, and I know that one of my colleagues will be coming through to the scene to continue on that story. I think he's doing the proper story. Hopefully by then we'll have some sort of authoritarian who can speak on behalf of the city of Johannesburg. When as far as the protesters are concerned, they're saying nothing's going to happen, nothing's going to move between these two streets, or this main road anyway. And as far as the cops being here, when they move out, they say they're going to go back and reconnect the illegal connections that they had earlier in the day. And it's going to be, as I said, a battle of wills and wits between the protesters as well as the officials from the city of Johannesburg.
Thabiso Sithole, please do keep safe out there. It can get quite gruesome as well, so we really hope that you stay safe as well. But thank you so much for that reporting. Out in Ennerdale, the south of Johannesburg there, where indeed, as Thabiso has said, protests have indeed turned violent. We hope that authorities will be able to keep that situation under wraps somewhat now. We turn our attention